Anyways,
that game got very popular.
Bugsnax, yeah, it's a good game. I've yet to beat it. So this is a free PS5 upgrade, and a new
Wait,
DLC came out like a few days ago. So
you have a PS5?
yeah, I told you that.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah, I got it like a couple weeks ago.
I didn't realize I was talking to a king.
Well,
Royalty.
I was, yeah, king royalty. I was on the waiting list for one for a fucking year and a half.
What?
Yeah,
Why is it that's insane.
it just came up.
Why why is it so it are they trying to be Nintendo where they're like, "Oh man, we just keep selling out." And you're like, "'Cause you're not making enough on
Well,
purpose."
I think in fairness, because of COVID, microchips have been a very rare thing.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
That's probably
they
yeah.
can't even like make cars right now because of fucking microchip shortages.
Oh.
Yeah, there's if you drive, I don't know if it's the same out in the West, but if you drive past a lot of dealerships here, the lots are super empty because
No.
No, not
they
really.
just can't get cars out. I mean, guess it's just out here. But yeah,
Weird.
that's a thing. Anyways, welcome to the stream, everyone. Stanley Parable.
Yeah. Sorry I took a minute. I've had something stuck in my eye and I finally got tired of it and just like washed my eyes out with
It's an
water.
eyeball, Brit. It's supposed to be there.
So I found some fun uh new endings this morning that don't have to do with the bucket.
Oh yeah, you were saying that.
And then also
Uh
obviously I went back and did exactly them with the bucket and they were both different. So,
You're gonna have to get us some fun endings because I'm gonna be honest with
okay.
you. This is probably the last time we're streaming this. So.
That's fine.
Ooh, okay. I don't think we're gonna be able
Because
to do
You
we
just
gotta go back to
broke
P and
Brit.
B next week. We have to, or else
Oh
Cassie's
yeah.
gonna
Brit's like
fucking forget how to
Brit's
play.
like Brit's
Well,
pulling
cat
out
cat
their
no,
whip.
I'm
They're like, "All right, Cassie,
yeah.
we're gonna fucking you're gonna
Oh
listen
wait,
to me everything I fucking say."
two new mother shirts
Oh, did they put new
today.
ones up? I was looking. Let me
Yeah,
look if they're the
they've
ones. I
been
went
doing
to
mother
look.
which
Mother's Day
makes me
weekend.
wonder about that French fry shirt because I'm like I don't think that's a mother related shirt, but
It seems odd. I'm trying to think of the I
I
don't.
don't know either. Can you eat French fries in Mother, Brit? Earthbound?
Nothing but crinkle cut.
I see the
Crinkle.
ketchup, I see the salt. The only thing I can think of is the stupid condiment thing from Earthbound
I
and
don't.
not like anything else. And I highly doubt that
Crinkle
that's it.
cut.
It's weird. It's just like one shirt this weekend that hasn't been Earthbound or Mother. It's just the French fry shirt, and it's the one shirt I've bought.
Weird. French. I don't even know. All these words are too generic to do a Google search. I'm like French fry mother crinkle cut, mother game crinkle cut, mother game French fry. Like it's just all these very fucking vague words. I almost yeah, I looked at them today. I think my favorite was the I don't know, they're all pretty good. I like the Dreaming of Sunflowers where it's like in the shape of a heart
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Yeah.
except it has dog on it, and we all know my feelings on dogs, so I'm
Why do
like,
you hate dogs so
You are
much?
so mean to Boney.
I was like, this looks like a shirt for Brit,
So
not me.
mean.
The
I did.
dog.
How dare you?
Oh shit. Something I took Nels to Free Comic Book Day today.
Oh yeah.
Um, and I had a nice moment. I wanted to share because it was so cute. The local comic book shop is a gem of a place. It's kind of like a community cornerstone business, very big in the community, huge comic store, game store. Um, the owner, her name is Gabby, and she just knows everyone. And she's like one of those people she's just a phenomenal person. Like she's always helping. She's running stuff for kids out of the place. She's always made me feel super welcome. She remembers my name. She remembers everything. Like she goes out of her way.
Gay.
Anyway, she's like everyone's mom essentially. And so I brought Nils in today, and it was their busiest day of the year. They have a huge sale on Free Comic Book Day.
Yeah.
So it's crazy in there. And she's like, and they're like, oh, well, you have to have a mask on to go up and do the Free Comic Book Day part. You can shop the sale. And I hadn't been able to bring Nils into that store in over 2 years because of the pandemic and because they're very strict. And Gabby finds me and she's like, you know what? We're gonna get your son to Free Comic Book Day. We're gonna take a special trip up the elevator. So what she does is she like stops everything, gets in the way of the person going into the elevator. She's like, "We have a VIP coming through,
Holy
so just
shit.
yeah." And she like stops the guy, the employee trying to get to the elevator, and she's like, "Just give me a minute." And she brings him in, and she gets down, and she's like, "Oh, this is my special elevator," and she shows him how to use it, and it's like a lift and we go up and she's like, now you wait in here, and she goes and gets a table from upstairs and fills it with comics and rolls it into the elevator
Holy shit.
and then lets him shop and get his own comics. And then she's like, and here are some for mom, and she's like, just take your time. And then she rolls it out and she's like, there you guys go. And then she's like, you guys come down the elevator, and anytime you guys want to come in here and use the elevator, or if you just want to stop it between floors and have some quiet time, she's like, that's totally
What
okay.
the
You're always
fuck?
welcome.
That's
Aw.
really
Yeah.
nice.
Isn't that like the sweetest thing?
Jeez.
Yeah, it was so sweet. And then, like, yeah, I said something about my Facebook, and she commented, she was like, that was my favorite part of the day. Your
Oh,
son is so wonderful. And yeah, I took Nils in there when he was 9 days old. It was the first place I ever took him was OCC. He was so little, and it was Free Comic Book Day.
Cassie out of the hospital. I needed
Yeah.
comics now.
It was a little too early for me to be walking around. I felt
Yeah,
very
no
much good
shit.
after that.
9
Like
days.
9 days. I was like, I gotta go to Free Comic Book Day. Um, so yeah, I thought that was a nice story. It was very after kind of having some struggles with Nils and butting up against people about his issues and stuff. It's nice to have certain places we can go where people are so happy to make accommodations so he can be included. Like even on the busiest day of the year,
Yeah, right.
So I thought that was nice. I could cry. It's so sweet. So that's all I have. I'll start my game. But you didn't say anything about my bug, Britt. It's so pretty. I sent
Because
Britt
I
a picture of a
got
bug.
up because I needed to get up and get that out of my eye before the stream started.
What
Oh,
bug?
I sent Britt. Show
I
Ryan the
love its
bug.
wings.
Isn't it beautiful?
What
It's a
bug?
bug.
What bug?
Wait, maybe if
Oh, what the fuck is that?
isn't it beautiful?
Is that a
I don't
real
know. It's
bug?
called it's called a lace bug.
Oh.
I was like, that's a real bug. Apparently, it's like it looks like stained glass.
Its wings look like bubbles.
They do look like bubbles. Also, I posted Nels's favorite video. That
Oh
is the
yeah,
one
no,
that he watches.
I watched some of that.
Did you feel
I'm
like
worried.
you like
I'm
were
worried about him.
programmed? I know. I feel like my mom was like, "Is it like a video that makes you feel like you're being programmed for like some sort of like you're gonna kill someone or you're going into a cult?" And I was like, "Kinda."
It just it looks like a video that I would have watched really early YouTube, just like funny effects, and then I would leave it.
Yeah, he watches that uh quite religiously.
Oh, set it to your favorite time, Cassie.
Cassie.
Oh, right. Oh, I know.
420. Merm, in
No.
fairness, you said no bug. I was already showing the bug.
No bug? Oh no, it was a
Merm,
pretty bug.
Merm doesn't like bugs, I guess. I didn't know
Even
that.
pretty
I
bugs?
didn't know that.
Oh, you can't just hate all bugs. It's a wide range of hate. 11:11 p.m. Your favorite time of the day? Or could you simply not resist giving me the correct time again?
I can't tell.
After all, I know how much you enjoy
Why
setting
is
the
this
time
not fitting?
correctly.
I
Yeah,
did
what?
the.
What was
Hold on, I'm working on it.
Oh. Okay, now I'm curious how accurate 11:11
There
p.m.
we
is. Let's use another slider to find out. How accurate is 11:11 p.m.?
What is this? What is this?
It's not completely inaccurate. You're about 2.5 hours off.
Yeah. can I just say, regardless of the accuracy of the clock, I'm having a great time adjusting these settings. I feel like I'm learning more about you and how you like things to be set. It's good to collect data. I wish we had more sliders, but we've gone through all the sliders I have. Perhaps I can invent some new sliders to gather new data on you. Shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, let me whip a couple new ones up. Should be ready by next time you boot up the game.
I think we might have to stream this again. We just need to find out like a day that we can stream this.
Oh yeah.
You can stream it on, yeah, like whenever.
Yeah.
Leaving
This is the
because
story
oh
of a
gosh,
man
that's
named
loud.
Maybe
It's so loud sometimes.
maybe if you're free on Saturday next week, we'll see.
I should be. I should be.
Should
Yeah,
be.
I've set aside my Saturdays, so more often
Okay,
than not, I should be free.
So the first one I want you to do is I would like you
missed
to
a memo.
okay, so I'm thinking of ones that you haven't done yet. I want you to disobey him.
Do I grab the bucket?
No, not yet. We're gonna go to 2 of the original endings first because I want to get you to see some of these, or at least one of them, because it's really stupid.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Still looking for my
Perhaps he
third
wanted to
car.
stop by the employee lounge first.
Your third
just to
car?
admire it.
Oh, I'm looking to buy another car.
Yes, truly a
Why?
room worth
Yeah, because I'm
admiring.
an idiot.
It had really got eager to get
Come
back
by
to
my
business.
car. I'm trying to find
Stanley
someone to
took
work
the
on it, and
first
no one will
open
work.
door on his
I have to
left.
like get it. I didn't realize how hard it would be to find a shop that will work on it. I had no
This
idea.
isn't the Tercel.
That's your cell. Yes, that's your cell.
Wait, what?
I want it.
I thought you sold it.
They have somebody ready to buy it, but because it's been sitting at my useless ex's house, now it won't start.
Oh my god.
I know. He was supposed to sell it for me, and instead he did the opposite. He held on to it for so long that now it won't start, and I don't even know what's wrong with it. I'm like,
Wow.
this is literally the opposite of what I want. You made it harder on me. It's in worse condition than when I gave it to you.
So I
Stanley was
realized
so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5
there's
years
3
ago.
different ways we can do here. Can you please walk up that little ramp by the cardboard that we now have?
Oh. Wow. Oh.
Nope.
Oh.
Oh, you almost beefed
Don't
it.
go in there yet. Don't go in there yet. Let's go grab the figures so we don't have to come back for it.
Can we go through one stream without Britt raising your voice at you?
No, not when you gave Britt a time limit and told them it was the last stream. So now there's an urgency
Right?
in them to get through content as quickly as possible.
What name better encapsulates
This is your fault,
the
Ryan.
intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
Playing this always makes me kind of want to play Little Big Planet after I hear his voice. Because I'm pretty sure it's the
This
same guy.
is one of the new endings that doesn't involve the bucket.
Oh,
Melly says I'm getting
Yeah.
Buddy Simulator flashbacks.
oh my
what
god.
with the clock in the beginning and them being like, "You're my friend. I'm glad we're getting along." It kind of is like that.
What does this say?
What is that?
999 groceries. Water, beer, pickles, new markers because someone keeps stealing mine for phone doodles. Olives. Okay.
Stanley had now gotten himself so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun.
Oh.
That it seemed the office had begun.
Body Simulator was a good game.
I watched some of it.
I missed like all of it. I want you to play Buddy Simulator.
No, it's too creepy for me.
Really?
Yeah.
It's not that creepy. It's like as creepy as Undertale.
What about the cassette tapes?
Narrator dialogue.
Yeah, can we make him stop repeating this?
No. Those are pretty detailed.
Those are good tapes.
Yeah, I like them.
that it seemed the office had begun from so far off the beaten path.
This is good.
The office had begun from so far off the beaten path. That it seemed the office
Oh,
had
there's
begun
more.
from so
There
far
are.
off the beaten
They're
path.
all
Let's all
going to
look
say
at.
the same
Let's
thing.
all look at all of them.
But what if one of
But
them
what
would
if
be
one of
different?
them's a secret
The
Easter egg?
subtitles were
That
earlier,
it seemed the
Doodles.
office had begun from so far off the beaten
Maybe there's an
path.
Easter
That it
egg.
seemed the office had begun from so far off the beaten path. That it seemed the office had begun from so far off the
Yay!
from so far
I'm
off the
losing
beaten
my
path.
mind.
That it seemed the office had begun from so far off the beaten path. That it seemed.
That better.
Yeah.
You didn't think I was actually just a recording, did you? What a silly and trite explanation that would be. All the back and forth between
If
you
you
and
hit
me,
it now,
all
it'll
the
turn back
absurd
on.
adventures we've been through, and it all turns out I'm just a tape recording? It was all just in Stanley's head. I bet that's the kind of twist you think is revelatory. I bet each and every time you watch a movie where it turns out all to be in the main character's imagination, you must
These tapes seem
absolutely
big.
bolt off the couch in pure shock at the phenomenal and intricate storytelling. It must be so simple to be you. Life being an unending waterfall of surprises and delights. How much more exciting you must find the world than the rest of us do.
Are tapes, like, if you're talking about a
Now
coffee
I've become
cup
sad. Look what you've done to
and
me.
a
This
tape
is
size
all your
relative to a
fault.
coffee cup,
Yeah, those
I
are
feel like
big.
those tapes are
Those are
big
big
tapes.
Those are big
Now
tapes.
I ask we take the bucket back there.
Okay. Same route.
All of his
Same route.
co-workers were gone.
Just grab the
What
bucket
could
and
it
we head
mean?
into the thing.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
The confusion and the chaos all seemed to
bucket.
melt away as Stanley embraced the
I watched
bucket.
SNL
Stanley
Halloween
clutched the bucket
special
tightly to his-
VHS the other
This was
day.
not the
Yeah.
correct way to the meeting room.
It was real
But
good. I
Stanley
was
had
like,
felt the
God,
bucket
SNL
calling
used to
to
be
him,
so
telling
funny.
him
Yeah,
that
it's good.
employee lounge was simply
But
It
you're
was so
but you're
silly.
probably thinking of
And
'90s
here it was.
SNL.
Had the bucket turned
Oh,
out
this
to be
was like, yeah,
correct?
this was
this
Chris
better than the
Farley
meeting
Ah.
room?
and
Yes,
yeah,
Oh
like
yeah, that's like
provided.
Wayne's World
yeah, that's
and
like good
Wrong.
SNL. Yeah.
yeah,
Stanley took the door in
Coneheads.
his
Yeah,
hand.
Yeah.
Conan.
Go back to the meeting room.
Coneheads.
Yeah. I like the boom
No,
shaka
said the
boom
bucket.
dun dun
Don't
dun
go to
dun
the
dun
meeting
dun
room.
dun.
Go
Roll
somewhere
call.
else.
My name is
The
Dun.
cargo lift, yes.
Up, up, up,
Go
up, up.
there. Go to the cargo
So
I know.
check
lift.
us out.
Yeah.
So check us out. Boom, boom.
Figure's not
What,
there,
what's,
so let's just go in the vent.
what do they say? Dun 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 dun. Sha sha bushi sha
I
sha
don't
bushi
know.
roll call.
I'm not old.
Oh, whatever. It's just funny.
Well, the narrator's not talking to us this time.
Thank you, Britt. Have
You
you?
think that the tapes have changed?
Yeah, you
No.
should check all of
I mean,
them.
actually,
I should
probably.
check them just in
Well, maybe
case.
we should hit the thing and let it go.
Oh. Excuse me.
Okay, this is
Oh,
tape
God.
number 295. Tape number.
Yo, it's the
I don't
sniper.
know.
They put him in
I've
this
lost
game.
track. Nothing feels real anymore. The longer I study this bucket, the less sense
Bucket noise.
anything makes. The sheer euphoria I feel
Is this Stanley?
every time I pick it up.
I'm not
No
Australian.
matter how many times I've done it, it's always the
It's not even
same
Australian.
feeling.
He's
And the
Australian.
emptiness in my chest
No, this is
Right.
British.
when I said it.
Oh. That's the same.
It
They sound the
doesn't
same.
make sense. There's no explanation for it.
Cat, you're shedding all over my
Still.
sweater.
Haven't figured out
How
why
dreadful.
I see the world so differently when this bucket is in my arms. Why everything feels so. What do I do with this treasure? I can monetize it.
What the fuck?
It's unthinkable the amounts of money people will pay for even just an hour with the bucket. This is my golden ticket.
Okay, Cat.
But I
you're
have to be careful,
being real. Just.
because as
Oh,
soon as this
God.
gets out, there's going to be a target on my back. Even now, I don't know who might be trying to get me. What's that? Who's there?
What?
Which is also sending the stupid stabbing the bucket ending out the window.
What the fuck kind of ending is that?
Okay, so can we
All of his
not
co-workers were
just
gone.
follow all of
What
his
could it mean?
don't follow his
Stanley
directions and
decided to
actually
go
get
to
on the
meeting
lift and
room.
don't jump
Perhaps
off it
he
this
had
time.
simply missed a memo.
Grab the bucket?
No bucket for this because I mean, actually, grab the bucket. We're gonna be going this route a couple times, so let's grab the bucket, get this one out of the way.
Warmth spread through Stanley's arms.
I
With the
want you
bucket in his
to
arms
jump
again,
onto the
he was
catwalk
home.
with the bucket, and we're gonna go that way.
Stanley clutched the bucket
On the
tightly to his
catwalk.
chest. This was not the correct
Shake
way to
my
the
little
meeting room.
touch on the
Stanley had
catwalk.
felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this... No, never mind.
The
The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift. Good.
Said the bucket.
Good.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top.
We're not
There's
gonna
something
listen
up
to
there
this.
I need you to do.
We're gonna jump onto the
Stanley
catwalk
did not
because
question
next
why
time we're
or
going
how
up.
this bucket was speaking
Nope,
to him.
not yet.
It should have alarmed him, of course,
So
because
tempting.
buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think
Oh,
about
oh,
this
I-
obvious. But Stanley feared that any path he walked might lead to the separation of himself and the bucket, his dearest friend. So he threw himself to his death, that they might die in one another's arms. How deeply touching.
I didn't mean to fall.
I'm starting to
All of his
I'm starting to
co-workers were
realize
gone.
that when they were like,
What could
"Oh
it
yeah,
mean?"
there's twice as many
Stanley decided
endings
to
as
go
there
to the
were."
meeting room. Stanley picked up the bucket and smiled. He'd never be
Yeah,
alone.
Yeah, I'm starting to realize that all of the endings are
Stanley
some.
clutched the bucket tightly to
Are
his-
the
This was
original
not the
routes,
correct
but
way
you're
to the
holding a
meeting room.
bucket?
But
Yes.
Stanley had felt the bucket
These
calling to him, telling
motherfuckers.
him
I paid
that
for
the
this game
employee
all over
lounge
again.
was the place to
I'd give
be.
them more if they give
And
me a
here it
second
was.
bucket
Had
next
the
time
bucket
around.
turned out to be correct?
A
Was this-
second.
no,
You want to hold
never
2
mind.
buckets.
The bucket
Yes.
was wrong.
I actually
Stanley
attempted
took the
to this
door on his
morning. I
left
managed to
to
get
go
a
back
route
to
where
the
I could
meeting
take the
room.
bucket back into the expo center, and I went to
No.
grab a second
Said
bucket.
the
They
bucket.
both exploded
Don't
on
go to
me.
the meeting room. Go somewhere
Oh.
else.
And I haven't been
The
able to get
cargo
my
lift,
bucket
yes.
back.
Good.
Said the bucket.
Good.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking
Doodle's
to
talking
him.
about fisting?
It should
What's
have
happening?
alarmed him,
Doodle
of
says
course, because buckets
you're
can't
looking
talk.
for
But Stanley
double-handed
chose not to think about
dual
this obvious
wielding.
fact. He
Dual
was firmly
welding.
convinced that
Oh,
the
like
bucket
double
had spoken
fisting
to
like
him,
a beer.
and
Get off
he
the
Ah!
unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Dual
I
welding.
pointed this out the first time we went this way, by the way, just because I thought it was funny, because I didn't
Oh yeah, the
notice it the first
sign.
time I played.
There was a
The sign that said no buckets past this point.
No, stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, "No buckets past this point." Stanley, how could you think
Was
it
that
okay
sign in the
to bring a
original
bucket
game, you
here?
think?
Unless-
No,
What if the
How do
problem
you
is
know?
that you actually don't know what
Because
is
I
a bucket
remember.
and what
Oh,
isn't a
sure.
bucket? I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it. This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket. Please, step in here for a moment.
Oh,
Oh.
are you ready for the best game show this side of Super Paper
What
Mario?
is this?
Now then,
Is this
I'm
a
going to
bucket?
run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket. Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket. Okay, let's begin. Item 1. Is this a bucket? Correct. It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket. Item 2. Is this a bucket? Correct. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
What?
I can't believe Cassie's too smart for this section.
Got him.
Item 3. Is this a bucket? Incorrect.
Oh.
This is a bucket.
See, I would have said yes for that one.
I thought about it. I should have done. I tried.
Item 4. Is this a bucket? Are you hallucinating? This is a tractor. It's an enormous machine that tills the earth. I thought this was a gimmick. How on earth did you manage to screw it up? Absolutely incredible. Let's just move on to the next one.
Another
Is this
tractor.
a bucket?
Cassie, is this a bucket?
Correct.
What?
This is a bucket.
Excuse me, what?
What the fuck?
Item 6. Is this a bucket? Trick question. Both. Gotcha.
Both is and isn't a bucket. Incredible.
Bring the tractor back.
Wait, hold on, I can't find the
Oh.
next one. Let me see, it should be around here somewhere.
Hey, Cassie, is this a bucket? Is this a bucket?
No.
Yes, thank you.
Oh.
There's nothing here. Of course it isn't a bucket. We both know full well that nothing isn't a bucket. Wait, when I say nothing isn't a bucket, that makes it sound like I'm saying everything is a bucket, which of course is not true. Unless, is that what you think? Answer me straight, Stanley. Are you trying to tell me that you believe everything is a bucket? You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket? Stanley, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with.
Is he a bucket,
I'm
Cassie?
afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart. I can't have that. I'm sorry. But I'm going to erase all buckets from the game entirely.
Oh no!
Okay, here we go.
Oh no, my bucket.
What happened? Is everything gone?
No, everything's a bucket.
Sorry, wait, was everything a bucket? Every single thing in the game was a bucket. Oh my God, I had no idea.
Stupid. I feel like this is like a Monty
I'm
Python
not a
skit.
bucket
It is.
And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either. Oh, this is wonderful news. We're not buckets. Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right
Stanley
now.
is a
It's
Homestuck.
delightful to get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the
Good
fact
news, they're
that
not
we haven't got a
buckets.
game. So, tell you what, I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay? And we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person.
This literally
Right,
is just
here
that
we go.
the two astronauts looking at the Earth meme. Wait, it was all a bucket? Always
has
was.
Okay, so now
All
we're
this
gonna
code
ignore the
just
bucket. We're gonna
gone.
get on the
What
lift
could
and
it
follow it
mean?
all the way up.
Stanley
But how can we
decided to
ignore
go
the
to meeting
bucket?
room. Perhaps
Everything's a
Everything's
bucket.
a bucket. I want to go in
Ignore
here,
okay, ignore the reassurance. You don't go in there.
but they're playing solitaire. What are they doing? Nothing.
Escaping through the ceiling.
Oh,
It's Rat Man up there.
Nice, Sue. Where am I going?
We're we're not listening to him, so we're getting up on
Whoa.
the.
This isn't the same.
Yeah, that is not the same.
That's weird.
Oh yeah, sometimes it changes it up.
Of course
Stanley
it does.
came to a set of 2 open doors. He
I'm
entered
like,
the door
wait.
on his left.
So where am I going?
Left. We're no.
That was left.
I'm dumb. Yeah, I know I'm dumb. But I'll take you to a new ending this way.
Okay.
Also, I wanted you to see the
Oh.
this
Oh.
has changed.
What the fuck?
It's like a
We gotta
weird.
figure out where the figlies are.
Oh, it has to do with the figlies.
Beware
There's
the false prophet.
I think behind you. Yeah, it'll tell you where they are. So I'm going to take you to. Actually, this works.
There must be a point to this.
Wait. Yeah, there's like Left 4 Dead style graffiti in this room.
I've noticed.
Where there's one particular good one.
I love this as this invests, and then there's like a dash negation. I don't know why I like that.
Yeah, right there. Maybe we are the collectibles.
Shut the frick up. To whom it may concern, I managed to pick up sounds unusual to our regular office ambiances or local audio sources using an array of cardioid microphones. Analysis of the recordings allowed me to triangulate the source of the strange noise. Data shows that, in all likelihood, it's coming from a dark area behind a very warm place. I also picked up what looks to be a reverberance off a porcelain surface. Anyone have any leads on this? Wouldn't you like to know?
Is mayonnaise a bucket?
That's not how I don't think that's how Doodles meant that.
I think it is.
No, we don't need the broom closet. We're not going in the broom closet. It's all the same old dialogue. So we are actually going to go up the stairs, but I want you to go down them
Coming
first.
to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to
Then
his
don't start the sentence with "we're gonna go up the stairs."
Well, because I don't want Cassie to go like the route down here. I want yes.
You're getting close now, Stanley. You've nearly
Bert's
gotten
trying to
all
gotcha.
of the
I
things
know.
Gotcha me.
Very
We're gonna
soon,
go up the
you'll
stairs,
have
but I want you to go
first
down the
number,
stairs.
And then the first
Hey,
number
what?
will
That-
equal
that-
the
that-
second
that-
number,
And then the
that will
first
be
number
it.
will equal the second
We'll be
number.
different people by then. Different in the sense that we used to have none of them. And now we have them all. You can't go back to when you had no Figler and Marines. None of us can.
Now we'll go all the way up.
But first, go down.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
2845.
Unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible... Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
One of the times I came up to the room this morning, he just skipped all of that entirely. He was like blah 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 blah, secret door, secret pad, you all know this, and opened the door immediately.
This is
for
like
me.
John
Feeling
Hughes
soothed
music.
and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward.
I'm
into
pretty
the
sure that's
open
also the Left 4 Dead
passageway.
piano, but I gotta check on that. Cassie, I've got a series going on things that I have found that are literally just Valve props.
Brett
Oh,
will
really?
see a piano in real life and be like, "I'm pretty sure that's a Left 4
Okay,
Dead
so we're going
reference."
down the elevator. You may notice that the elevator also has an up button.
Oh. Oh, I posted it on Facebook, but I
Descending
found
deeper into the building,
uh
Stanley realized he felt a bit
Going back up the
peculiar.
elevator.
It was a stirring of emotion in his chest.
Wait, what?
As though he
We're gonna
felt
go back
it,
up
Lance?
the elevator
Yeah,
when we get
just
to the bottom.
go
to
back up
question
the
nature
elevator
of
once
his
we get
job.
to the bottom.
Why did he feel this now? when for
they have this
years it had
elevator
never
in
occurred to him?
Seattle
This
that's
question
like
would not
from the
go
30s
unanswered
or
for
something.
long.
Like it's super crazy and like all gold.
Yeah.
And it's super beautiful,
never
and
mind.
it's like Art
Stanley
Deco.
actually got back
I was
into the
thinking about
elevator
taking
and went
those
back
there
out.
sometime
That
and
sounds like
like
fun.
going up this.
Why did
Yeah,
Stanley
it's
do
like
that when he
This
great,
is
needed
and they
all
have a.
new
back to his
content,
boss's
by the
office?
way.
Well, that's a great
Oh.
question. I just can't wait to find out.
They have an observatory at the top, though.
Oh fuck, that's cool. I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, it's like seems very very cool.
Let's go check out the boss's office again.
Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator. It's still just exactly what it is. what a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again.
Hey,
This
Cassie,
has
do me a
fleshed
favor
out
while
the
we're
plot
back
of
up
the
here,
story
actually.
in new and fascinating ways
Can you
I
just
could have
hit
never
8
anticipated.
on the keypad a lot of
It's
times?
that keen eye for storytelling that you have, an incisive rapid fire of critical plot points,
Oh,
one
over
after
here.
the other, weaving a rich
You're hitting it on your
tapestry of
keyboard?
uncompromising narrative. Wow.
I was like, it's not
I'm
doing anything.
bolted to the edge of my seat.
Yeah, just keep hitting it. It doesn't.
8.
Okay, now we can go back down.
That's it.
It actually was an achievement, but yes.
8.
8.
Incredible. Now he's getting back into the elevator and
Are you gonna have-
again. Ladies and gentlemen,
Is it gonna go back up?
keep coming up with all of this.
What the fuck? What kind of
Is this the
ending is
Nils
this?
ending?
This is the Nils
Yeah, this is
ending.
Nils ending.
Nils ending. We went to the Children's Museum today, and Nils just wanted to go up and down the elevator. You should have seen him. He was
Did
so
you think
cute.
we were going to go forward down the
He was
spooky
like peeking
corridor?
at the elevator
No.
around the corner.
It's time
So I was
once
like,
again
do you
to
want to
go
go on
back
it,
up
honey?
in the
And he was like,
elevator.
yeah.
I can't even
Oh.
begin to grapple with what might be up there. Is it the boss's office again? Or what if it's the boss's office this time? The suspense is killing me.
I like the loading screen every fucking time. It's just like
Right?
you're just loading new zones over and over again.
Oh my god. It's the boss's office. This absolutely changes everything for me. Give me a timeout here for a minute while I process this.
Video
Okay,
games.
I'm ready. I'm prepared to embrace this stunning revelation and to move forward with... No! No, wait! No! I need more time to process.
Wow, video games, huh? Man, video games.
So silly.
What the fuck?
Me in therapy.
I have fully come to terms with it. I
Okay,
have
let's
made
go back down
space
the
in my
elevator.
worldview for this astonishing new reality. As before, I turn to your expert eye for gripping narrative, Master Stanley. Of course. Going back down in the elevator. How did I not anticipate it? I mean, sure,
I like
now it's
how,
obvious,
like,
but you have to
the point of the
understand,
game is that,
30
like,
seconds
Stanley
ago,
doesn't have any
this kind
choices,
of
but
thing
most of
had
the
never
time
been
it's that the
attempted
narrator
before.
doesn't have
I
any
had no frame of
choices.
reference
Oh,
which
yeah.
I
Yeah.
anticipated. That's just how revelatory Stanley's decision-making is. A breath of fresh air in a
This is
landscape of
just
storytelling
the narrator's
stale and
torture.
repetitive.
Melly wants to know if this guy was ever a Tumblr sexy man.
Not that I remember ever seeing. Let's go back up the elevator.
This is the
So
bad
funny.
place, Doodles.
You know what? I've just thought of something. Hold on, let's
I was
stop
going
for a
fast.
moment. Don't you realize? It's the anticipation, Stanley. You and I, we have no way of knowing what will be at the top of this elevator. But the suspense, the agony of waiting and anticipating and having to guess, that's the real thrill. Oh, I simply don't want to let that feeling go. It's so precious, so fleeting.
How can I?
Why don't we take this elevator ride nice and
Oh
slow?
no.
There we go. Isn't this so much more exciting? You know, Stanley, it seems like nowadays the only thing that audiences want is to be shocked as loudly and frequently as possible. They want big, explosive moments flung right in their faces from the very moment that things get started. But where's the tension? Where's the trust in the audience to build a slow and nuanced appreciation for the story, the characters? Why aren't we given time to imagine the surprises, to have to think and to anticipate, and then to marvel at the eventual reveal? This is storytelling, Stanley. What you and I are doing right now.
This is the most exciting narrative to be developed in years, and it's really all because of you. You're the one who took this bold step of revisiting the exact same locations over and over. Truly, I mean it. This is unique and different. It's not like anything else out there. You see, I want stories that surprise me, Stanley. I want to have to think. I want to be engaged and not pandered to. We're being fed such unimaginative drivel all the time, and we all know it, which is why we're so starved for content that makes us feel sharp and vital and alive. That's why people like you so much, Stanley, because you're not afraid to spit in the face of tradition. You're a role model, you know? People look up to you. Which is why, though I didn't know when to spring this on you, but, well, I've gathered a little press conference for you.
What?
So that you can talk about your work and your storytelling and
What?
your life. Yes, I know you're not much for the public eye, but I thought it would especially mean a lot to the people who have been following you from the beginning. They really look up to you, Stanley. I don't know if you realize the impact you have on them. This is the kind of gesture that might leave a tremendous impact on them for the better.
What?
Oh, good, we're here.
Oh my god. That was a long elevator ride.
The press conference
What
should
the
be
f-
just around the
what?
corner here somewhere.
How he did it. The pyramids. The guy who went to
The
Mars.
guy who went to Mars. Stanley.
I was laughing at Snow Aries. Are they flirting? What did I say last night? That these two, that Stanley and the narrator, are just GLaDOS and Chell for
Ugh, God.
MLM?
Oh, peace, baby.
Ah, yes, here it is.
Was that a Minecraft door noise?
It's the last remnant of the Minecraft part of the game's ending. Is the
Okay.
Minecraft door noise is still in here for some reason?
That's hilarious.
That looks like the
tic-tac-toe thing, I think.
it looks like the sad thing. Yeah, did you ever see
Sad
that?
Cassie?
Sad Cassie.
Aren't you the sad
It
thing?
looks like sad Cassie. No, it looks like there. Have you seen that? Like, it went kind of viral, but it was like an art piece that somebody made that kind of looked like that. It was like an armature robot kind of thing, but the whole thing, yeah, Snow knows what I'm talking about. The story is that it like I'll just have to send it, but something like it just like continually cleans up, like it's always leaking oil, and the oil looks like blood.
Oh, the RP. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that,
Yeah,
okay.
and then it bled to
Yeah.
yeah.
I know of it.
Doing great. A conversation with Alexander is great.
All right, are you ready? I've told them you're going to speak a little bit
That-
about the nature of surprise in storytelling and what it means to craft a truly unpredictable narrative. Oh, don't worry, you'll do great. Just be yourself and speak from the heart. I'm really proud of you, Stanley.
Stanley,
Okay,
me.
it looks like they're ready for you.
Say
Go get 'em.
David?
David, age 6.
Oh, Stanley and
Cool
me.
valve noise.
Break a leg. I love the way you
Two
write
of those are from the
elevators.
boss. Just say it twice.
Same thing. My true love for you grows every day. You make me feel alive. Your wife from the apartment ending.
So I'm not
The
gonna
apartment
have you
ending,
do
which we haven't done.
I'm not gonna have you do the apartment ending, but I'm gonna have you take the bucket to the apartment ending because I think it's funnier, and that way we don't have to think about trying to do all the endings.
Thanks for showing me that cool skateboard trick in the parking lot. You are too cool. Remember where you came from. Oh boy.
Cassie,
Yes.
stop moving.
The guy who invented pizza.
I had something I wanted to bring up to you, and I didn't want the narrator talking over it.
Oh, what?
Do you know Evil Dead?
Like as a person?
No, Evil Dead.
The movie,
like,
yes.
Yeah, the
yes,
movie.
Yes.
The Bruce Campbell. And
Yeah.
well, Sam Raimi directed the newest Doctor Strange movie.
That's right.
Yeah, and he also directed the Spider-Man trilogy from the early 2000s, and Bruce Campbell had a cameo in all of those. Yeah, Bruce Campbell had a cameo in the new Doctor Strange movie.
It's very weird.
Yeah, That was very weird, but he was. I looked. I have no interest in Marvel, but I do have interest in Sam Raimi and Bruce Campbell. So I looked up
That
the.
wasn't all it took.
Yeah, well, I know that I looked up the Bruce Campbell cameo. That's all I
Oh,
did.
you
I
just watched
just,
that.
yeah, I just
That's good.
watched
I
the
was like, I
cameos.
can't believe you watched the
No,
entire
I would
movie for
never
that.
subject myself to a Marvel movie. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, I watched the Bruce Campbell cameos. And they're pretty silly, as typical silly
Bruce
Bruce.
Campbell used to come to the college all the time in Ann Arbor.
No shit.
Yeah, I don't know if he's like from that area or something, but I feel like back in high school and stuff, I always remember hearing about Bruce Campbell like being at the college for certain like he would show up at like the local theater for showings and viewing.
I'd like to meet him. He seems like probably the most sarcastic person to ever be born.
I have the tapes of Evil Dead and 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, it's some good shit.
Whoa,
Whoa.
It's your press conference.
that's a press conference.
You want to know the bucket ending to the bucket ending to this?
Oh, it's so loud. What the fuck?
Oh, that's loud. Oh, my
That was
eyeballs.
very loud.
The bucket ending to that is that Stanley just really wants to hit 3 on the keypad. So he keeps going back up and pressing the 3, but the bucket's not impressed. So he's like, how do I make the bucket impressed by this? So he sets up the press conference. Absolutely nobody is there and their friendship is ruined. Because the bucket doesn't think he's cool.
All of his co-workers were gone.
So I want you to grab the bucket and we're going to ride
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
We're going to actually
No matter
listen to
how
the
hard
bucket once we
Stanley
get
looked,
there.
When's the
couldn't
ending
find a
where we get to
trace of
meet
his
the
co-workers.
narrator?
The good old bucket. Just
You don't.
Stanley and the
Why not?
bucket, off on another
He's always with
thrilling
us.
adventure
Well, he walks away
together.
sometimes, but he's always with us. We're gonna go back to the area, the like storage area. We're gonna get on the cargo lift and we're gonna actually ride it all the way to the top this time.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was
The
wrong.
bucket was wrong.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
No.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go. Good.
Said the bucket.
Date.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's
Oh,
something
I don't
up
know
there
why
I
I
need you
just
to
had
do.
like
Stanley
a
did not
memory of
question
watching
why or
these
how this bucket was
Christian
speaking to him. It
things
should
as
have
a
alarmed
kid
him,
called
of course,
Blood
because
and
buckets
Honey.
can't talk. But Stanley chose
What?
not to think about
They
this
were like
obvious
these.
fact. He was
This
firmly
guy,
convinced
maybe
that the bucket had
maybe he was
spoken to him,
British and he was like a
he
narrator, but
unthinkingly
he like
did
talked
whatever
about
the
all these
bucket
stories
asked.
in the Bible, and he would like go to different locations and talk about them, and they were like very dramatic. He'd be like, "It was blood and honey," and it was like this. I don't know why
Here,
something just
said the
triggered that
bucket.
memory.
Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
Dark room?
You gotta just follow the doors.
It's not very dark.
It's dark over here though.
Not this dark. It's very dark. Oh,
Now pick up the phone.
is this
Said the
PT?
bucket.
Pick up the phone, and it will take us back home, where we can go about life together.
Ow.
So that room was technically a choice. You could have unplugged the phone, but I
This
wanted you to
is
do
the
this.
sad story of a man named
Oh.
Stanley and his bucket.
You can walk.
Once upon a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend. And then, very distressingly, he began to believe the bucket could speak to him.
My nice little. Oh my god, it's like the size of my kitchen. Ugh.
I like how you missed the picture, the like artistic pictures of the buckets on the wall.
Oh, there is. That's funny, actually. Clock at 0. Aw. Oh,
The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of companionship. It doesn't literally talk and give you orders. Whatever Stanley is hearing the bucket say to him is just in his head. Lately, I've been concerned about him. Wouldn't you be concerned as well? To see him delusional like this, obsessing over an inanimate metal object? I want to say something to him, but I don't know how I can convince him. I don't know if he'll listen to me. Well, I'll try anyway. Stanley, can you hear me? Listen to me. It's just a bucket. It can't think.
Yes,
it
he's
can't
trying to turn off
talk.
the computer.
All it will ever truly do for you is effectively
me.
transfer a liquid from one location to a different location. That's it. It doesn't do anything else.
Don't listen to the loud man.
You see, he's not listening. He's still taking orders from the bucket. You know, once upon a time, it was me he took orders from. Me he trusted and listened to. Now all he cares about is his awful bucket. This stupid hunk of metal. It's sad, but I suppose he doesn't need me anymore. From now on, he's just going to cling to this bucket, this cold, empty bucket, this sort of shiny bucket. Well, I'll give it this. The bucket does have a nice shine to it. Yes, I suppose on closer inspection that it doesn't quite look like your average hardware store bucket. It's just a little more, what am I trying to say? Sturdier, more capable of transporting liquid.
Brett thinks
Like
I'm
it would
laughing
be
at the
better at
game.
moving an amount of water from one
I'm
room to
laughing at
another.
the game still.
I'm laughing at Have a Great.
Have a great. I'm weirded out by this like low resolution picture frame.
It is a little
Everything
crusty.
else,
Oh, don't worry about it.
everything else is normal. Press O to relive this same day with me over and over.
Oh
Ah.
my God, what am I saying? Better at carrying water from room to room. It's a bucket. It's literally just a bucket. Why do I feel some need to point out the ways in which it's so much more than just a regular bucket?
Is he gonna fuck this bucket, Brett?
Fuck the bucket.
Brett, is he gonna fuck this bucket?
Oh no. I'm having feelings. For the bucket.
What?
No.
Cassie, start walking.
What's going on? Why do I want to be with the bucket? Hear
Ah.
what the bucket has to say. Do anything it asks. What's wrong with me? I don't understand.
He's gonna fuck that bucket.
If I had
Cassie, go into the other
this
room.
would be less confusing. Yes. The bucket could tell me what to do.
I don't like
in
where
this
this is
troublesome
going.
Situation.
Cassie, pick up the bucket.
No!
I say
Cassie, pick-
13 now.
Cassie, pick up the bucket.
Stanley, give me the bucket. Give it to me. Give me the bucket, Stanley. I need it. Give it to me now. Give it, or I'll...
I don't think I like that ending very much, Brett. Brett, I don't think I like that ending very much.
So, let's go get the last
All his
Figgly
co-workers were gone.
ending.
What could it mean?
Brett, that was kind of a
Decided to
weird
go to
one.
the
I don't know if I
meeting.
like that one
Perhaps
very
he
much.
had simply missed a memo.
I
Where's
want
the
you.
last
We're not gonna take the bucket. I need you to go up to the cargo lift, and we're gonna get back on the catwalk again.
And shake your little tush on the catwalk.
No bucket. No bucket. No bucket, or else we can't
bucket, no
access the
bucket,
last
no bucket.
Figgly.
No bucket, no bucket, no bucket.
Have you tried having a grate?
What are you
Oh,
doing?
cool! I give you the blue room again.
This weird long hallway.
I'm really surprised you
Stanley
haven't
came to a
generated the
set of
whiteboard
two
ending
open
yet.
doors. He entered the door on his
Which
left.
one?
We're going to the right.
No, the left! No, the
This
left!
was not the correct way to the meeting room. And
Too
Stanley
late now.
knew
I
it
had
well.
misspoke that one
Perhaps he
time. That
wanted
was
to
just
stop
me
by
being
the
bad.
employee lounge first, just to admire it.
But I worked with it.
The lounge was grand.
Chat, I hope
majestic.
you're all having a
Perhaps
great.
eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
We're continuing forward.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't
Am I going?
5 years ago.
Onto the lift, and then we're gonna jump onto the catwalk.
Ah,
Look, Stanley,
too
I think
sexy
perhaps
for
we've
Matt.
gotten off on the
Too
wrong
sexy
foot
for
here.
Matt.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Remember,
There's
catwalk flow.
someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. What?
The bucket.
Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration
We
for
did all
others?
this
Are
before,
you
so we're
that
just gonna go
convinced
this
that
way.
I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a
Turn.
chance. Now listen
Ah.
carefully, this is important. And there it is, the last Stiggly Wiggly. Savor this moment, Stanley. This
Stiggly
is a
Wiggly.
real accomplishment. This is doing something just for the sake of doing it. Where so many people expect to be rewarded for the most trivial achievements, you've insisted that a job well done is its own reward. I would tell you that I'm proud of you for collecting them all, but that would be like a reward, and we can't have that. So, instead I'll just say, it's done. We're all done here. And now we can go to whatever the hell you were doing before you hunted for figurines.
Pause. Restart the game again.
Arm hurts. I'm having a heart attack.
No, do not have a heart
Don't do
attack.
that.
I almost passed out when I was knelt down helping Nels go to the bathroom because I have to get up at 2 a.m. every night to take Nels to the bathroom. And so I set my alarm and get up, and I was in there and I don't know what happened. I don't know if how I got up too quick, knelt down too fast. I don't know, but I just, like when you start to pass out and you're like, uh-oh.
No.
Really?
No, I've never
Oh.
passed out.
Oh, well, when I was
The first time
Oh,
I
God.
passed
Did
out
I
was
tell-
because I sprained both of my wrists at the same time.
That's awful. Well, you know that feeling when you're gonna pass out then, and like the world starts kind of just like you can feel like it's like your body suddenly becomes like static, and you're like,
Kind of,
uh-oh.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and you're like, you just start to go down.
Yeah, I'm having that
And,
right now. But that's because I'm CP.
It's your CP. You're like,
Okay,
my body always
let's
static.
just get started. You may have noticed the balloons are gone. We're in another ending.
Didn't I tell you that when I was a kid, I used to like make myself pass out? Like I didn't do drugs. I just like
What?
choked myself until I passed out.
What?
That was. I never told you that.
Oh, knowing you is a treat, Cassie.
What the
Yeah.
fuck are you talking? What is wrong with you?
Back when I was
It's
in
like a
middle
fucking
school.
onion. It's with you. It's like just fucking peeling back the layers.
Yeah, I didn't like smoke pot till I was 17, but like when I was in middle school, we would just like choke ourselves so we like passed out.
What are you talking about?
We did it so fucking much that the teachers had to have a meeting with the class, and they were like, I can't believe I have to say this to you guys. You gotta stop doing
Oh,
this.
no.
They're like, you have to stop choking yourselves
This
in our
is why
bathroom.
Nils has autism.
What have I done? Yeah, I perfected this way. Like me and my friends, that's what we did for fun. We just like choke each other, and then
Can we continue with this ending, please?
I can't do this. Oh my god.
whoa, this is a weird. Yeah.
This is a
Yeah, it is
weird.
a weird room. Let's go into it.
Stanley, I'm sorry, but I have to put a pause on things. It's those figurines. Those figures.
Doodles.
I haven't stopped thinking about
Oh
them
my
since you
God.
nabbed every last one. Wasn't it just the most intrinsically fulfilling moment of your entire
Oh, we've talked about
life?
Cassie's
Didn't it fill
school.
you to the
Cassie
brim with
lived in
inner
like a
richness?
scum town.
Yes, I know.
It was
supposed to
pretty
be telling a
ghetto.
story, but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone?
Aw.
I would love nothing more than to revisit the figurines.
Skyrim.
Just one more time.
Yeah, the problem was with choking yourself is that when you would fall down, you would go down super hard because you would just pass out. And so if you didn't do it with a friend and have like a spotter, you'd just like crack your head. That's what the teachers were worried about.
Oh,
They're like, this is so dangerous, you guys.
Yep.
Hey, at least I wasn't like, I don't know, doing drugs or something.
Yeah, you're only choking
That's the
yourself.
only problem with choking yourself, though.
What would you rather your kid do?
Neither, actually.
Neither.
You gotta pick one. Pick one
Drugs.
self-destructive habit. Drugs. You know, we didn't have the internet and TikTok back then, okay? You know,
Yeah, you were still doing TikTok-esque challenges.
I know you were doing TikTok.
we didn't need to have them on display back then.
Wow.
Just did them for
Back
the
then,
pure
we had
joy
no
of it.
idea of how many
Guys,
of them
have a
we'd
great-
find. Sure, it said 6 right there on
What
the
is
screen,
that? Why
but
do you
how
keep
could we
saying
know
that?
for certain?
It's
We were so
nothing.
innocent. We'll never be like that again, Stanley.
This is such a weird, cool thing.
Pick it up.
Oh, I
Cassie's-
could.
Oh, I could.
Oh.
7 of 6. Let's keep going.
I think you're losing brain cells either way. I think you lose brain cells by passing out. Oh.
Lack of
And here
oxygen
was the
does.
second Stanlerine.
Yeah,
You
it's probably
found
not
this
good.
one all on your own, just by poking around in the boss's bathroom. You did that, Stanley. I'll be honest. Back then, I had no faith in you to find
You can
any
pick it
of
up
them,
while he's
let
talking.
alone
He does no
6.
dialogue for
But
it.
you continue to surprise me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable ways.
So, oh my god, at the local Habitat for Humanity, one of my friends posted they had replacement faucets, but they're dolphins. Like, and the water comes out the dolphin mouth.
I want that.
I know, it was so cool.
Do you remember
Okay,
which one you
let's
got
do
next?
a little quiz. Which of these rooms was the room you found your third mini stand? Can you remember?
Boss's office.
Oh, boss's office.
I'm pretty sure you did it in the exact same way that I did.
Hey, that's exactly right. It was here, behind the boss's office. It was the third one. You picked it up, and then after that, you had 3 of them. I'm glad these moments are so crystal clear in your memory, but I shouldn't be surprised. After all, science tells us that it's impossible
Yeah, it was
to
crystal
forget
clear
your
in
third
Cassie's
time
memory.
doing anything.
Totally. I have a great memory. Maybe that's why I can't remember
Let's see,
anything.
what came next?
I damaged the part of my brain that had like
maybe.
short-term
We found
memory
a
retention.
we
Well,
found a
I
fig
can't
Lee in this
actually say I
pink room,
remember
guys.
being in this room, but it's here
The
in the
apple
memory
room.
zone, so it must have
The
happened.
apple room.
Oh, the apple room. I know it fondly. Oh, I like the apple room.
Great.
Oh.
This was the 5th mini stand, and this one was really something special. It was under the stairs. I remember it so clearly. In fact, because this one is
Okay.
particularly
No, you did it out of
special
order.
to
I
me,
can see a new
I
one.
made
Yes,
little
okay,
video to
good,
commemorate
yes.
the occasion. Enjoy.
What? Oh my god. Oh my god.
What in the world?
It's one of those old YouTube videos made in like Windows Movie Maker, Cassie.
Ugh.
Mine was
It's
in the
like
warehouse.
4x3.
Wow.
Emoji.
Wow.
Wow.
That's
Wow.
Corey, the narrator.
That's great.
Takes you back, doesn't it? I spent a lot of time making that video, but it was 8 minutes
Why?
I wouldn't have spent on anything else.
8 minutes. What is half a grate? I'm not moving forward until somebody tells me why you keep saying that.
It's gone now. Don't worry about it.
What is it?
There was an image I found on Twitter. It was a big fat chicken, and it said, "Have a great Saturday, everyone." But I made it too big on stream, and it just said, "Have a great." So I chroma keyed out the background, and I made it transparent, and I put it in front of the video for like 15 minutes. So every
Great.
time you walked into a dark part of the video game, I could see the fucking outline of the chicken, and it just said, "Have a great" on the top of the screen. And it kept
Well, I
making
can't-
me laugh.
Oh, I can't wait to go back and watch
It
that.
kept
Okay, let's
making
keep
me
going.
laugh. It kept saying have a great.
See, was that so hard to
But I could
explain?
see that fat fucking chicken.
A fat fucking chicken.
Is
Try
this
not-
Twin Peaks now? Oh, God.
And then, Stanley, then we came to the last collectible.
I still haven't
the
seen Twin
final
Peaks. My
figurine,
friend came
right
over to
here
watch
behind
Dude.
the
it,
little
and
doors.
we
This
couldn't
memory
find
is
it
the most
streaming anywhere
distinctly clear
anymore.
in my
So
mind.
now I have to go
Perhaps
get a
because
physical
it was
or
the
something.
one that happened more recently than all the others.
You couldn't find it streaming?
Who can truly say
No,
how the
it used to
mind
be
works?
streaming.
All
I think
know
you have
is
to
that
buy
this is the moment
it.
when
No,
you
I
picked up
watched
a
it for
figure
free.
and I thought to myself, yes.
Was it a while
that's all
ago?
of
No,
them.
it was
They're
like a month
all
ago.
collected.
What?
It was a
Maybe they put it
moment
on. Where'd they
unlike
put it?
any
Hold
other.
on, let me check.
Except for the
Yeah,
other
because
moments
when
picking up
it was a few
figurines,
months
which
ago
it
when we went
was,
to go look,
exactly.
and he came over to watch it, and then we're like, we're gonna watch Twin Peaks, and then we're like, it's.
I'm
you couldn't
so
find it
surprised
anywhere.
you haven't
Last
fucking watched
Figley
Twin
to your
Peaks.
side.
I know. That's why we were gonna watch it, and he was
Last-
like, I want to
Nope,
experience it with you.
not in there yet. You gotta pick up the last one to do the fun.
Oh, Amazon Prime, Cassie.
Is it? But do you have to pay for it?
Yes, because it's on Amazon Prime.
I think you have to pay extra.
Oh. Yeah, now it's not available.
See? They took it off right when I
You
was
are
gonna watch
in
it.
the present.
That's weird.
I might just buy it. I'm sure I
And
can get the
then
DVDs for
there
not
was
too
no more,
expensive.
because we've caught up to the present moment. Nothing left to do but
Look at this
move
cute little
onward
TV.
into the future.
Move your
Goodbye,
mouse around.
memory zone.
Oh, too late.
Never mind.
No, I'm not done. I'm not ready to move on.
Oh, it's on
Stop
Paramount
that
Plus
screen.
now, that's why.
Isn't there some way we can stay
Oh,
here,
fuckers.
keep enjoying
Yeah.
these figurines?
Move your mouse around.
Oh,
It's a
that's the
camera.
audio from the
We'll do the
games,
memory
the
zone
movie.
again from the
Sorry,
opposite
guys, it
direction.
started playing a
See how that
preview for
feels.
Twin Peaks. I was like, what is that noise? It was the fucking preview. I
You
apologize.
can leave this now.
Also, there's like a Spaceballs bit happening.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get Cassie to look at. Now let's
Spaceballs?
don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Now let's go collect the Figlies in reverse.
Okay, yes, the room with the red and blue doors. I remember this. I must say, of all the figurines we looked at in our initial tour of the memory zone, this one is the most distinct and clear in my mind. Let's keep going, I want more. And here's where I made that video. Don't you remember the video we watched?
Oh my.
Yes, I love that video.
The narrator's a dweeb.
Still don't remember the pink room, Stanley. Still no memory of this one. Good room, though. A solid room. These really were a treat to hunt down. You know, if there had been any kind of reward for finding all of these, it really would have neutered the intrinsic joy of collecting them. I'm very glad we resisted the temptation. Next one.
This is a weird video game.
I know and I love it so much.
It really is just a
This
walking
was our
sim.
second Figley. Don't you remember?
Yeah.
Yes, I remember it too. The past is truly a wonderful thing. Why does anyone ever choose to leave it? Keep going.
Oh, Cassie.
This is it. The very
Remember
first
how
one we
I
found
built my
in
shelf the other
exhibit
day?
where I introduced you to
Yeah,
the
how could I
figurine.
forget?
And we were like,
I want
you should
more
cover it in
memories,
band stickers.
Stanley. I want to keep going.
Yes.
I bought
What else is there?
500
What
band
came
stickers
before
off
this?
Amazon Prime.
Ooh.
Oh my god. The point was to build it up. Are they all bands you like at least?
No.
I was just like, oh my god.
But there are a lot of bands in there that I like, so.
That's good. Well, you can always paste over the ones that you don't.
True.
Like,
Well, I'm not gonna stick all of them
The
on
noise coming off of this Figley vaguely sounds like the Black Mesa Sweet voice.
Black Mesa Sweet.
Okay, you're not gonna understand that, Cassie. It's for the people who will.
Nope, that is never me. Whoa. Can you find them? Can you find them? You find them? Can you find them?
I just know the Amazon sticker lots are full of stolen art. Well, the only stolen art I'm gonna get in these stickers are band logos, so...
Originally sold on. I
Yeah.
remember hating it back then. But time
Probably a
does
lot of
put a
bands you
rosy
otherwise
filter on
wouldn't have
everything.
even purchased
fact,
anyway,
I
so...
guess
Yeah.
I'm actually
Actually, I
quite
saw in
envious
one of the
about
lots, it had a
Look how
picture
much
of,
fun the
they had
past is.
stickers
I
of,
want more.
Murdoch
More.
2D, Russell, and Noodle. And those are the ones that was specifically like, ooh, Gorilla stickers, nice.
That is cool.
Yeah.
You've got no jumps, but also we're... Yeah. The narrator's now getting lost in memories.
Oh, yes, the two doors. Who could have forgotten that? A classic memory, this one. And before everything else, there was your office.
Remember how Cassie played this once and got stuck on the first ending?
Is there anything else? Was there
Which
something that
isn't
came
even the
before
first
your
ending.
office? There's something I feel I can remember. I can remember. Yes, I'm remembering something now. I remember before this whole story got started. Back then I was different. I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness. And then somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions. I became lazy, and I came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me. He would make the decisions. He would decide which way to go. I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason. Why did I invent Stanley? Was I lonely? Yes, perhaps that's it. Perhaps I needed to imagine I had companionship. And Stanley really did make for a wonderful companion, even if he was a fiction. But I suppose it's grown old. I want to think for myself again. I want to go back to how it used to be.
Oh, time
Yes,
to uninstall the game,
I can
Cassie.
be on my own again. I can do it. I'll be stronger this time. I'll take care of myself. I don't need Stanley anymore. Oh, but he truly was so much fun to play with. You know what? Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more good memory? Let's go back just once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him.
Sure.
I did enjoy telling the story so very much. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, sure.
Is the story of a man named Stanley.
Yeah, the last restart, sure. Melly just goes kind of gay. Little gay in it.
Just a step through this door, Stanley thought to himself, that's all I need. If I can make it through this door, I can make it through them all.
Okay, I want you to pick up the bucket. We're going back to the phone room, but we're gonna unplug the phone this time.
Where are we going today? The bucket asked. Stanley just smiled.
The phone room,
Anywhere
Brit
they went
says.
together would be perfect.
The phone room echoes through
I'll go-
Cassie's brain and
I'll
flies
get
out the
Cassie
other
there.
ear.
Cassie stops at literally every door and asks, even when I say where to go beforehand. So I'm just gonna start saying places.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly
Right.
to his chest and entered
Left.
the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the
The
bucket
phone
calling to him,
room. I'm like,
telling him
Yeah, like I don't
fuck
even know.
was that?
I don't even know what the fuck the phone room is, so don't worry about it.
I know which room Brit's talking about, but I have no idea how I
Gotta
got
get
there.
there, yeah.
Straight.
There's so many different ways.
Backwards.
One hop this time.
2 hops this time.
Oh my god, it was so cute. I found out
on the
today
catwalk.
that
Not
that
no, not
Nils-
the catwalk. Up on the cargo lift.
Yes, go there. Go
Just
to the
listen to
cargo lift.
listen to the bucket.
okay,
Good.
said the
good.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top.
I found out that
There's
Nils
something up
actually
there
has
I
a
need you to
decent
do.
Stanley did not
like, he
question why
keeps
or how
time
this bucket was speaking to him.
actually
It should have alarmed him, of
accurately.
course, because
I don't know if
buckets
that's
can't talk.
standard,
But
you know,
Stanley
but
chose not to think about
I
this
don't
obvious
know,
fact.
little things he
was
does
firmly
impress
convinced
me,
that the
but
bucket
like
had
I was
spoken to
listening to
him,
music in the
and
car
he
and he's back there
unthinkingly
just
did
like
whatever the bucket asked.
making some noise in like in beat with the music. He's like bum 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 bum, and I was like, oh buddy,
He's the next Neil.
buddy,
He's the next Neil Peart.
Go
I'm
into this
telling
dark
you.
room
Get this
over
kid a
there.
drum set.
Stanley once
get him a
again
drum set.
obeyed blindly.
He made a beat for 5 seconds. He's a
Yeah.
he's
Get him a drum
prodigy.
set. He's the next Neil Peart.
So we're not gonna pick up the phone this time. We're gonna unplug it from the wall.
I'm just too much of a mom. I feel like every time he like sneezes one way, I'm like,
Now
"You're
pick up the
amazing."
This
phone.
kid's a genius.
Pick
You're
up the
genius.
phone, and it
He's
will
the
take
next
us back to
Beethoven.
The way he
where we can
sneezed.
go up.
He's the next fucking Beethoven.
Oh, hold on. Why did you unplug the phone? Were you trying to resist the
Phones
bucket's
don't have
orders?
plugs like
Stanley,
that.
I was joking. Obviously, the bucket isn't talking to you and telling you to do things.
it's
Buckets
a
can't talk if
it's
it's
a phone
joke.
that you
Don't
plug
get the
in that
joke? It's
it's
funny,
not
Stanley.
connected.
A
It's just
talking
rings.
bucket. Ugh.
It's just,
Can't you see?
it's an
It's just a
electronic
noise
phone.
maker.
Must have really bungled
Hey.
up the delivery if you actually took me seriously. Where did I mess up the joke? Should I have paused for longer or spoken quicker? Comedic timing is so difficult. I wish I were better at it. But there isn't exactly an instructional video on comedy that one can watch to fully... Oh, wait, yes, there is. It's sitting right here. Let's take a look.
What is comedic timing? What is comedic timing? How does it work? How long should it last? How can it be used to effectively silence your political enemies? And more importantly, can it be taught in its entirety within 90 seconds? Thankfully, the answer to all of these
This
questions
is just the narrator again.
yes. Let's dive deeper. If you've ever told a joke or made someone
Oh my
laugh,
god.
in all
Yes.
likelihood, you did it while standing 50 to 80
Steamed
centimeters from them
hams.
in
50
a
to 80
room of no more
centimeters.
than 76 degrees Fahrenheit, with one of your arms raised straight upward at a 15-degree angle from your body. These are the optimal conditions for good comedic timing. To begin the joke, start by stating and spelling your name. Next, provide a brief synopsis of the joke, including the specific times at which the recipient of the joke will laugh, and then spell out your name a second
Your
time.
friend and joke
With
teller.
these steps complete, it's time to begin the humor. Speak the entire joke in no more than 18 seconds and no less than 13 and a
Something
half,
like, "It's
pausing
me,
only
I'm
for
the
bathroom
joke."
breaks when necessary. When the joke has concluded, it is customary to inform your listener that the joke is over by declaring in your loudest possible voice, "I'm Dunny with the funny." Let's practice screaming, "I'm Dunny with the funny" now.
I'm Dunny with the funny. I'm gonna
That
start
was-
saying that
This
all the
saying is a
time.
perfect
That
example
was
of
my
That is-
Discord
expectations management,
status
which
for
is the
like 4
cornerstone of good
days.
comedy.
I am
Finally,
going to start
it's
using that
time to
all
hand
the
out
time on
surveys.
stream.
Dunny with the
Working hard
funny.
to
I am
serve
Dunny
the
with the
audience
funny.
how
with the
funny they
funny.
were throughout the joke is the only way to grow or learn as a
Using
comedian.
royalty
An
says in
effective
Donate
survey
with the
should be no
funny.
less than 10 pages long
Bad
and should
bit
include the
next
same
game.
question reprinted several times, just to ensure the survey taker is
I am
actually paying
Dunny with
attention
the
and
funny.
not simply filling in answers at random. And that's all there is. With
Oh
these
yes.
strategies at your disposal,
Aurora
your
Borealis.
audience is doubled over in laughter and even tripled over in laughter in no time at all. Just remember to let them stop laughing at some point, you gut-busting little scamp. After all, with each of us needed on the front lines of the war to fight the cross-legged invader who threatens our very existence, and to very likely die in a hailstorm of bullets and mandibles, all of us must be prepared
Why does
to
that
give
man
our
have a
lives
human
to this
leg?
noble cause, just as our children must
Sexy.
do after us, and their children after them. Godspeed, and may Earth reign supreme.
Fuck.
Hey, goodness, this video is a little outdated, isn't it?
Like
Well, no
Starship
matter.
Troopers?
think
Yeah, I
the
know, right?
fundamentals
That's
of
what it
proper
reminded me
comedic
of.
timing are still as relevant today as they were back then. So with that in mind, I believe the only way forward is for us to return to the 2 doors and walk through all of this again, so I can try telling my story with more appropriate comedic delivery. Come along, let's head back.
I'm Dunny with the funny.
I am Dunny with the funny.
I'm gonna teach Nels to say that.
You
I
said.
can feel it.
You said.
This time, I'm really going to
I'm
nail the
Dunny
delivery.
with
You'll be in
funny.
stitches. A talking bucket, you'll say? How ridiculous. How absurd. What a hilarious concept. The king of comedy. That's what you'll call me. Thank goodness we had the instructional video. Otherwise, who knows where we'd
Is
be
this
right
because
now.
we didn't think his
Well,
bucket
we
voice
king
was
of comedy,
funny?
that's
Is that
for
what
sure.
this is all about?
It's because
The bucket
Stanley
spoke to
believed
Stanley.
him and didn't think it was a
bucket
joke.
spoke.
The bucket spoke. Oh, I'll figure it out on the fly. No need to overthink things.
You can walk back. Now we're just going. No. We're going back to the 2 doors room.
I just realized that the thing has a fence now to keep you from killing yourself.
Yeah, in the original bucket list one there, he actually makes a comment on it.
Huh.
Like, I can't have you doing that now.
Oh.
Whoa. Excuse me.
Because in the original version of this ending, when you unplug the phone with no bucket, he's like, "Oh, you're not Stanley. You're a player." He's
Oh.
like, "You're a person."
Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of 2 open doors, they entered the door on the left.
Right?
I'm not going to stop you.
What? We're back at the phone already? No. What's going on? There was supposed to be several rooms leading up to this. There was supposed to be a build-up to this point. A dramatic display of remarkable comedic wit which culminates in this scene with the phone. But now the timing's completely off. The joke will never land. Well, not the way it was meant to. And it's all my fault. I must have forgotten that the phone room comes immediately after the 2 doors room. What an egregious mistake. I've made a fool of myself. I don't deserve the title of King of Comedy. I'm nothing. I'm not even the lowliest joke-telling whelp. I think I need to go back and rewatch that instructional video again. Yes, surely that will help me improve my... Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of 2 open doors, they entered the door on the left. No. You were supposed to go through the door on the right, leading back to the phone. Did you not even look at the instructional video? I think this is all covered very clearly. There's no way I can make the comedic timing work now. It's done. The joke is completely done and over. It's all your fault, Stanley. I'm going to be ridiculed in the community of other joke writers. I'm going to be shamed at every one of our meetings from now on. All because you couldn't watch a simple video and take a hint. Are you proud of yourself for bringing me down, Stanley? Are you proud?
Oh.
Stanley, you love the bucket so much it's like you... it's as though all of your other most prized possessions pale in comparison.
What?
Yes. Let me try that again, Stanley. I heard that you are pale with shame.
What is happening?
In the original ending to this, Stanley can't move because there's nobody piloting him, and the narrator's like, "You can make a decision. There's no wrong answers."
Yeah, but why are the credits playing?
What's another word to describe a bucket? Stanley, this bucket is so metal. I think I saw it playing guitar.
Oh.
No. We're getting away from making fun of Stanley's obsession with the bucket, which was the whole point of this. I'm no good at these
Additional art assets,
Valve.
more instructional videos. That's
And I will
exactly
point out
That's
every
what will make
single
me
one of
Oh,
them.
we're aware.
more instructional videos.
Because you have.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not going to stop until I can find them all. I'm pretty sure I
that
saw a
chair?
Half-Life paint bucket.
Is that chair from Half-Life?
No, but
clock?
there's a water cooler that might be from Left 4 Dead. Actually, a good amount of these I have found are in Left 4 Dead and not, like, Half-Life.
Britamai from Valve.
All of his co-workers
I don't know, are you a bucket?
Britamai bucket.
This isn't the right office.
Are you a bucket?
Is this Stanley's office?
Hey, kid, let's... Grab the bucket. We'll go to one more short ending, I think, for now.
A strong bucket, a humble bucket, a committed bucket, a bucket of culture and distinction.
Go to the right.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly
Humble
to his
bucket is
chest
my favorite
and entered
way
the
to
door.
support
This was not the correct
causes
thing
while
to
getting
do.
video games.
But Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him,
Humble
telling him
bucket.
that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Humble bundle.
Yes, Britt. Thank you for explaining the joke,
Yeah.
Brittany.
Was it no? The bucket was wrong.
Take the door.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the... And
Go
so
down the
two of them
elevator.
detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
Elevator. Did you ever watch
Elevator.
that stupid reality show they made?
No.
called Elevator.
No.
Oh God.
Good, Stanley. I'm glad you found your way here. I knew you'd find this place
What?
Whoa.
eventually.
It's the
You
baby.
see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley. We've come together here because we
Yeah,
care
you know,
about
his
you very
friends.
much.
The fern
It's
from the
this
confusion
bucket you're
ending,
carrying around
the
everywhere.
line, the
The
baby
bucket
from the
isn't
art
even from the
ending,
original Stanley Parable. It's just
the
sequel
broom
content.
closet,
We're the ones that matter,
his
Stanley.
computer.
Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because
Characters.
that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more
You
of
can
their
go in the broom
favorite
closet, by
jokes,
the way.
not
It
this
is the broom
bucket
closet.
that they've never seen before. Yes,
It
I
opens
know I'm
outward.
the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much
It
time
means
with it.
nothing.
Don't you,
You can
want
just go
another
in it.
story involving the Adventure Line? We could make the Adventure Line go somewhere new. Yes, yes, that's what the fans want. Let's do it.
Oh, we're gonna follow the line.
Baby.
No. That baby's face got really warped when you got close to it.
Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well.
It's the music again.
Now this is what the Stanley Parable is all about. Don't you remember all those great jokes from the original dialogue?
Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Yes, it's as classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this. But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up.
The bucket.
Are you ready to see a
Don't
brand
you
new
get it,
character?
Stanley? We need to get rid of the bucket. That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character. This is the Bucket Destroyer.
Oh.
I think it'll make a wonderful new addition
Oh,
to
no.
the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me, it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree?
Oh,
Gotta
no.
feed your bucket to it.
Can you guess what the Bucket Destroyer does? Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you. Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready. Now listen to me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket. I don't know what the Bucket Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets is
There's
all it
actually a
knows.
little animation
That is
if
its
you
singular
press A
personality
on
trait.
the.
Sure, I can hear
If you
you
get up
saying,
to
"How
the
does a character with
gnashers
only
and
one
act like you're
personality
actually
trait
gonna put in
deserve
the
to join
bucket,
the
there's a
pantheon
little
of beloved
animation.
Stanley Parable characters? Well, you see, if you were to really explore the Bucket Destroyer,
It's not
you'd
gonna
see
destroy
that
the
its
bucket, I
desire to
promise.
crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's
Cassie
really
can't hear
like
you, it's too
10
loud.
personality traits. What other object in this game can you even say that about? The broom closet? Certainly not. I wonder what sort of Bucket Destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after
That
this.
bucket.
Okay, the Bucket Destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it. We can't get back to the classic Stanley Parable characters like the
Oh my
Adventure
God.
Line or the Bucket Destroyer until you crush that damn bucket. Quickly now, the fans are waiting. Do it, the fans, Stanley. Give the fans what they want. Hurry and...
Oh.
Date.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh. 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Bucket Destroyer, my prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such
What the fuck is
spellbinding
this game?
stories about
What the
you.
fuck am I
All
looking at?
exploded now.
I know it
Goodbye,
knows.
new friend. For
There's
the
like
moment in
Ocarina of
that
Time
you were
music
here,
playing.
you were magnificent.
Oh wait, you're not gonna get that.
Nope.
I don't have any other short endings for you.
Oh, that's from Final Fantasy X.
Loser.
Hey, do me a favor for a few times. Can you just start beginning the game again? Because I want to see how long it takes for you to get a certain You're gonna, yeah.
What are we looking for?
There's an RNG beginning.
Oh.
Yeah, there we go. Let's go open some doors, please.
All of his co-workers were gone.
I think it's actually
What did it
426.
mean? Stanley
Go open
decided to go to
426.
the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
You've done
Dog
it.
mode. The whiteboard ending.
Hit dog mode in the corner.
Okay.
Hit some buttons.
Oh my god, dog mode activated. This is the best
Stanley
ending.
went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't
That's
make
it.
a
That's
single
the
difference.
fastest
Nor
ending I
did
could
it
get you.
advance the story.
The other ones are going to take too long.
Embrace of an old friend, a weathered companionship that stands the test of time.
This is a good ending, I think.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his
Stanley
chest.
has
This was
become a
not the
dog.
right way to the meeting room.
Stanley
Stanley
dog
had felt
bending.
the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket
So
was
we've
wrong.
done all the routes this way.
Stanley took the door on his left to go, and so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the
Cassie,
opposite
please!
Why would you have a hallway with nothing at the end?
Because you're
Because
supposed
that's
to
the
come from that
beginning,
way.
dumbass!
That's the left door.
Oh.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed
Cassie.
the bucket's warmth and
Cassie,
comfort now
please.
more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office would come
Stop.
into a
Go
staircase.
downstairs.
Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
No, we're going this route with the bucket. Just keep walking in
But
circles.
Stanley
It's going
just
to
couldn't do
repeat.
it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fined for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then, something occurred to Stanley.
He was a dog,
Maybe,
Luigi.
he thought to himself,
He was
maybe
stuck.
I am crazy.
What if one time he
He
came
looked
through
down
here
at
and
the
there was
bucket
just
in
like a
his arms.
DeLorean
Am I
sitting there?
crazy?
Oh my
Yes.
god.
Am I crazy?
Said-
He asked
Turned his
the
gaze,
bucket.
but said nothing at all. That's strange, Stanley thought. Usually the bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me in difficult times such as these. He held the bucket close, yet felt none of its familiar reassurance and comfort. And that's when Stanley realized, this isn't my bucket. It's just a normal, everyday bucket. Someone else's bucket, perhaps. How did I end up with someone else's bucket? This is all terribly wrong. Surely no good
Oh,
would come from
where'd
this.
my bucket
Who
go?
knows what sorts of bizarre hallucinations Stanley might experience without the psychologically grounding presence of his bucket. And indeed, now he noticed that the rooms were repeating. which was,
I
of
can't
course,
get over
wrong.
the fact that Ultra Deluxe
Now
is
he
just
felt himself
the
filling
same
off the
endings, but they shoehorned in a
He
bucket.
exclaimed, without my bucket, I've gone truly mad. Where is it?
Wow.
I must find it. Far off in the distance now, he heard it, calling to him.
Stanley! Stanley, it's me, the bucket.
The
Could it
bucket.
truly be? He rushed forward from
Those
room
aren't
to
your
room,
buckets.
passing by
Let's
one
just
bucket
keep
after
going.
the next. None of them were his. None of them were his special bucket.
Oh my god, so many buckets.
Stanley, find me.
He had to
This
find the
voice.
bucket. He had to return to his old
Find
friend.
me.
It was the only way to truly restore his sanity. And then suddenly, he froze dead in his tracks. He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from. The real bucket was inside of him all along.
Oh my god.
It was incredibly painful. Stanley doubled over in agony and blacked out.
Their friends were choking her in school.
Now it's time for Mariella's story.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Does she have a bucket?
I hope she is a bucket.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and security, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man
What
who
the
had stumbled
fuck?
through town, talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. Right away, she knew what the problem
He didn't have a
was.
bucket.
This man had no bucket. Of course he'd gone mad.
You have no
Ranting and
bucket.
raving about a narrator describing
No
all of
bucket.
his actions and how
No bucket.
everything is predetermined and free will is an illusion.
Mariella
and
is
it's all just a
Melly's
video game. It could all have been
sisters.
prevented if only he'd taken his bucket with him. Perhaps he didn't even realize he'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first place. How cruel the world can be, Mariella thought, and she hugged her own bucket even tighter. But of course, she had no time for this. There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work, for which her bucket would provide absolute guidance and total clarity on everything. Heck yes, she thought to herself, my life kicks ass. And she backflipped all the way to work.
Fuck.
So silly.
No, we're done with this tonight.
Oh, I love this game so much.
Oops. Oops.
That's so silly.
Oh my god. Okay, I think we got a couple more endings. We can take the bucket to the actual hit the off switch thing. We can take the bucket to the museum, which is the escape route. And then somebody for the first stream was telling Cassie to get to fall to the bottom of the mind control facility, and I thought that was a jape. No, that was a glitch in the original they turned into an ending, and you best believe it has a bucket version too. So
Which one is that?
Wonderful.
and then we've got, I think, at least 2 more timekeeper from the beginning where he's asking you to set your clock.
Oh god.
Because remember, he said that he's gonna think up some new sliders for you.
Oh god. Alright,
You're killing Ryan.
I'm going to bed.
Cool.
Alright, I'm going to bed.
Good
You gotta
night.
do something nice for your mamas tomorrow.
Oh yeah, I'll do something
Yeah, we're going
nice
to farmers
for my
market.
mama.
We're going to farmers market, and then we're gonna just like hit a bunch of.
I got her a
angels.
Dunkin' Donuts gift card, and then I'm gonna leave her alone.
I bought her a vacuum and vacuumed our front room.
Oh, well, that's nice. I'm gonna spend the day alone. And
You are a mother, dumbass. Spend it with your son.
he's going to Saria's tomorrow.
Oh
Sunday's Saria's day.
no.
Yeah, so I'm gonna spend it doing whatever I want. Maybe I'll play that Depresso game tomorrow.
The depressor.
I don't know. There was like a Mother's Day breakfast at like a place down the street. Maybe I'll just take myself to a buffet alone. That'd be weird.
Happy Mother's Day. Just get me more pancakes.
Give me put some more pancakes. I hate breakfast.
I'm going
Okay.
to go to bed.
Good night, you guys.
Good night, guys.
Thank you for watching, everyone. Good night to all MILFs. I will be back tomorrow. I promise. Tomorrow's the Forbidden West, the finale of Horizon Forbidden West. That's what tomorrow is. And then maybe more Bug Snacks, because Bug Snacks is good. So I will see you then. Bye!